Oh, he's looking for some of his own. Safety blitz. P.J. Locke coming. Extra man in pressure. Denver recovers. Broncos go on to win this one 29-12, and the streak rolls on 5 in a row after starting this season 1-4. That is their longest win streak since 2015 when they won 6 straight, and they can match that a week from now. Broncos, 15 takeaways over these last 4 games, most by the Broncos in a 4-game span since 1989. The beat rolls on in Denver, and it's rolling the right direction right now, B-Mac.
Yes.
We're looking at a team that's rattled off 5 in a row. We were looking at a team that was down on the mat with no intention of getting up not long ago. What's the biggest change you've seen from then to now?
Patience. Patience. Remember, leading up to the trade deadline, most experts, analysts were saying that the Broncos probably should be sellers at the trade deadline. Trade this player, trade that player. Guess what? Sean Payton and his staff and the entire organization, they stayed put. They were exercising patience. And because of that, now curly hair Russell Wilson is starting to cook a little bit. He's not utilizing the pot in the stove, but he's warming up the dish in the microwave, which is good enough because he's been balling. When you factor in the running game, getting a healthy Javonte Williams in the fold has really helped tremendously as well. Cortland Sutton is a proven #1 playmaker for their offense. And most importantly, the biggest change has happened on the defensive side. They have a pulse. They're walking around. They're smiling. They're having fun. They're showing energy, and they're playing hard-nosed football. They might be the most penalized team in the National Football League in regards to unnecessary roughness, but that provides an element of toughness, and that has been their calling card in regards to the change that we're seeing on the defensive side, and most importantly, has provided them wins. And guess what? They're above 500.
Yeah, that's
6 and 5. Think about that.
Unbelievable from where they were to where they are now, and the confidence that is built in this group in that time. Maybe the confidence waning in Cleveland due to their quarterback situation. I mean, you got a defense, you have a run game despite injury that still is productive. You got a couple guys on the outside, got everything right there to contend in what might be the tightest contested division in football. But when you're looking at the quarterback position, DTR goes down, P.J. Walker in. There's a reason they moved on from him. You got a guy in street clothes trying to take it all in from the sideline, and Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Who is the answer of those 3 that's going to keep this team relevant?
I don't think either guy, in regards to P.J. Walker or DTR, is the answer that could provide a significant postseason run. Best case scenario for the Browns, they're just trying to weather the storm to find a way to get into the tournament. But what happens is, Joe, it puts more pressure on the defense. They have to play flawless. Today, they didn't have their best effort. They surrendered 29 points to the Broncos. They only sacked Russell Wilson once. If they're not sacking the quarterback and creating turnovers, they're probably going to lose ball games because they don't have that type of playmaker at the quarterback position. In this league, it's okay for your defense to weather the storm week in and week out, maybe for 3 or 4 weeks. But when it gets close to December like football, that wear and tear, it shows up, not just from the physical, but from the mental as well. And today, they look like they were tired.
You saw it in the body language coming off the field. I mean, everybody's got another piece of kinesio tape on them or banged up here, low shoulders on Myles Garrett. It's a group that's maybe losing patience with the other side of the ball. Those two not communicating clearly right now. For Denver, obviously, they're now a team that's in the hunt with their eyes on one of those wild card spots. When you look at the talent on this team, project the ceiling right now, because we were talking about how do you move forward? How do you get out of Russ's contract? What if the play caller, the head coach, and the quarterback can't get on the same page? None of those are the questions right now. Now it's how far can this team go?
The reality for me with the Denver Broncos, I think they can steal one of those spots in regards to wild card positioning in the playoffs. And the reason why I feel that way is because Sean Payton has really found the right way to utilize his personnel on the offensive end. Russell Wilson is having fun. Once again, he didn't have any fun last year. He's having fun right now. And the balance that I'm seeing in their offense, they can run the football. They can throw the football as well. Sean Payton is now starting to really, even though he's not in New Orleans, he's putting together a nice pot of gumbo. Different spices that you can see week in and week out that has become successful. And defensively, they're flying around. So when you look at their division, don't forget, they already stole one, not necessarily stole, I'm sorry. They took one from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Give them that win.
They took one from the Chiefs, so they already had that game in hand. They have to face off against them once again. And outside of the Chiefs in their division, I mean, are you really concerned with Brandon Staley and the Chargers? Are you really concerned with the Raiders and Aiden O'Connell? Not really, right? That's not a significant threat as we see it today. Now, anything can happen, but the way they're playing football, Denver, that is, yes, they're really hot right now. I mean, they're hitting blackjack every time they sit at the table. The last 5 weeks, 21, 21, 21 has been coming. And you know what happens when that happens? You don't leave the table. You sit, you stay put, exercise patience, and just continue to ride the wave. And let's see if that wave continues next week against the Texans. If I'm not mistaken, I think they have Houston.
I believe so.
Yeah.
And we do know that the house always wins. The house is like in Kansas City in this.
This is a Broncos segment, Joe.
You sit long enough.
Let the Broncos fans enjoy this moment. Why do you have to bring in the Chiefs in the house?
Because eventually you're going to have to give that money back to somebody.
Stop.
But
Denver,
right now,
that's not me. That's Joe Musso. I'm trying to let you guys have fun and pop bottles tonight.
I'll give you one.
Yes.
It's the Denver Broncos with the longest winning streak in the NFL.
Say it with pride.
At this current moment. Thank you, V-Mac.